It's another day, another ColourPop. Y'all, I must be a sucker for punishment because I bought another ColourPop mystery box. I don't know what it is about these mystery boxes. I buy every single one, and 9 times out of 10, I tend to be disappointed. So let's see what this $49 summer mystery box has to offer. Alrighty guys, so last week ColourPop dropped the Secret Summer Mystery Box. This retails for $49, and this is a limited edition summer mystery box with 11 full-size items including eye, cheek, and lip makeup worth up to $118. Have a summer glow with our limited edition mystery box featuring 11 secret full-size items. It's worth $118 in retail value, making this box a total steal. Who doesn't love a good bargain? Well, we all know.
It's never worth that price.
Each box contains our best sellers like fan favorite eye palettes, lip goodies, and way more. Now I'm going to be real with you guys. I have over 100 ColourPop palettes. I used to have a lot more, but I did do a massive declutter a couple months ago. And so I may have these items already. And if I do, I always tend to give them away. But I love / hate the ColourPop mystery boxes. I don't know what it is. I think they're so fun to open. But a lot of times I get disappointed because they always claim to have a certain value. And then when you actually go on their website and you find the mystery item, they're always heavily discounted. I mean, like by half. Okay, they'll say, oh, this is a lip liner for $8. You look on there, it's like on sale for $3.50. Let's be realistic here. So many of you guys have been scared away from the mystery boxes because I do these every time and I show you guys what the price was on the website, and you guys are like,
they're buying again.
And yes, they are, but you know what? If you don't have anything ColourPop, I can safely say this would be a fantastic value. But if you own stuff from ColourPop, you might not need to get this. But we're going to go ahead and find out whether or not I wasted my money. I'd rather me waste my money than you waste yours. So let's dive right on in. All right, so up first we do have the Feather Effect. This is a brow pen. This is in the shade called Light Brown. So that's actually going to be my shade. I believe I gave this away last time I received it because I'm not a big feather brow type of person, but I like the fact that it is in my shade, so maybe I have to try it if I don't just drop it on the floor. Going to look like, so, oh, that is very tiny. Let's see if I can do a little flick. Might be a little light. I'll try it. I will try it. I like that's like a pretty decent shade. All right, up next, let's see, we have a Super Shock Shadow. I seriously love ColourPop Super Shock Shadows. I think they're phenomenal. And we have the shade called Ladybug. I currently do not own this. I did have so many ColourPop Super Shock Shadows, but I did declutter them last year because, well, they eventually get really hard pan. But this is the shade called Ladybug. This looks to be really beautiful. I don't see much pigment. That's very light. It's very light in pigment. Oh no. Oh no! Wait, okay, wait, let me see if I can add some of this on my eye. If I can spice up the eye. Yeah, I don't really see it doing much. It's not doing anything to the eye. Let's see if I put it on my hand. It's just very, very light in pigment. It's almost like a holochrome dual. It's like, almost like a rose gold situation, but it's so light in pigment that like you can barely see it. So it's a pretty color, but man, it's very light in pigment. All right, so up next we have 2 products in one. So we have a ColourPop Luxe lipstick in the shade called Cyber Babe. So it's going to look like so. That's actually a really pretty color. Cyber Babe right here. And then we also got a ColourPop X Schnickery. This is going to be a blush stick in the shade called What Like It's Hard. I like that name. And the blush stick is going to look like so. Wow, that's actually a really pretty color. Now, I will say I was never really a big fan of blush sticks back in the day. I don't really know if I would like this shade right here, but let me just swatch it because I think I might actually want to try this one. Barely there, but that's a pretty color. Okay. Now, the reason I'm not swatching the lipstick itself is because I am not the biggest fan of lipsticks. And I'm not the biggest fan of ColourPop lipsticks. So that's probably something I'm going to go ahead and pass along. So I don't want to swatch it to get it dirty. But I will like have a picture of if I can so you guys can see the swatch of it. All right, next we have another Luxe lipstick in the shade called Honey Pie. Oh, this is a Luxe liquid lipstick in the shade called Honey Pie. I don't have anything so far. And this is how this is going to look. It's going to look like that. It's pretty. So far, these are really pretty colors they're putting in here. Very wearable colors. Okay, ColourPop. I see you, ColourPop. Okay. All right, next we have, oh, looks like we have 2 more Super Shock shadows. So, no, we don't. We have a Super Shock Cheek, which we got this last time. This is in the shade called Virtual Reality. Last time was like a bright red one. So this one seemed to be a little bit more like peachy vibes. Oh, yeah. This is a peachy blush. That's pretty. That's a really pretty shade right there. Okay. And then we also got another ColourPop Super Shock shadow. This is going to be in the shade called Rocky Start right here. And this is how the shade looks. It's going to look like so. Gonna look like so. Very light in pigment. Not bad. I feel like kind of mixing these 2 together could actually be a really nice combination. All right, ColourPop. You're not doing bad so far. Okay, but I will look up price points though still. All right, next we have some palettes. So the first one I see is the Honey palette. Now I do own this palette. I think this palette is absolutely gorgeous. The only thing I did not like about this palette is that there are pressed glitters in this palette, and I don't like pressed glitters from ColourPop because their formula just wasn't the best, but I really did love this palette way back in the day. The only thing is that this palette probably came out, I want to say, in like 2019. So she is like 5 years old. I can tell that this definitely is an older palette based upon the packaging because it's their old style packaging. They don't do packaging like this anymore, but everything still looks great in here. Everything still looks fresh. I don't think anything's expired. I mean, I would seriously hope not. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. So we have the palette called Honey. Next, we have the Orange You Glad palette, another palette that I do own. Again, this came out, I think, like in 2019. This is part of their monochromatic series that they did launch. Again, very, very gorgeous palette. Just didn't like the press glitter they had. I know they've reformulated the press glitters, but I'm still not a big fan of it. But this is still a gorgeous palette. If you've never had any of these palettes, oh my gosh, like, they were always so fun to play with. Love the look I created when I played with this. Mixing these 2 together, perfect fall palettes together. Next, we have the palette called Miss Bliss right here. Now, I believe this actually came out during COVID in 2020. And this is how this palette's going to look. Really pretty. Like the chakra, to me, this is a really gorgeous shade. I believe I actually ended up decluttering this one. I decluttered a lot of my palettes that had pressed glitters or their old pressed glitter formulas from ColourPop because I just wasn't the biggest fan of them. This is how the Miss Bliss looks. Super, super pretty. Very gorgeous. So this one is breaking just a little bit. We have this one right here. And lastly, we have the palette called Lilac You a Lot. Again, another old palette, but it is what it is. This is a palette that I still do currently own, and I will say this is a really pretty palette. This came out after Just My Pleasure palette, so this is how this is going to look. It's a very pretty, like, light lavender style, lilac style palette. I remember I did a review on this as well. I did review almost all of these, by the way, just so you guys know. I have reviews if you go way, way, way back on the ColourPop stuff. But this is the Lilac You a Lot. So overall, we got 4 9-pan palettes from ColourPop. We got 2 Super Shock shadows. We got a Super Shock Cheek. We got 2 lip products, a blush stick, and a brow product. Let me go ahead and see if I can find prices on these and tell you guys what it's actually valued at. Okay, so out of the 11 items, I could only find 9 items that were on the website. I'm not even surprised. I'm not even surprised, and you guys shouldn't be either. But everything was on sale minus the palettes. Everything was on sale for $4. Like I stated earlier. So the value is actually at $79. And the reason why it's at $79 is because 2 items right here, I can't find anywhere on the website. However, if I were to add in what the value be, like a Super Shock Shadow, okay, that's 7. So that brings our value up to 86. And then if I add in a Luxe lipstick, which pretty much all of Luxe lipsticks on the website right now are $5. Otherwise they're 10. So we'll just go with 10. We're just going to do the full value just in case. The full value still will equal at $96. So they claim to have $118 value. Please tell me where. Where do you see this? Okay, because these two, I did the full value, even though they don't even exist anymore. And I'm pretty sure if they did, they'd be $4 each, which would still not equal $118 value. So overall, ColourPop mystery boxes never, ever, 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 ever equal the value. However, I will say 11 items for $50. That's a great freaking deal. I mean, seriously, it's a great freaking deal because I got 4 eyeshadow palettes, 2 Super Shock shadows, a Super Shock cheek, a blush stick, 2 lip products, a brow product, all for $50. And if you don't own any of these products, I say this is a really good deal for your dollar. If you're spending $50, you get all this. It's a fantastic deal, but it's never going to be worth the value that it claims. So I would say this month, surprisingly this month, I think they had a really great box. Like, I don't have any of these items minus the palettes are the only ones that I have. Everything else I do not have. And I will say the colors that they gave me are very wearable, everyday colors that I can use and love in my collection. So I'm actually really grateful for that. And the palettes I get to just pass forward, which I'm also really happy for. So at the end of the day, while ColourPop never equals the value that they claim to, they always are going to be worth it in the end. If you don't know anything, if you don't own anything ColourPop and you want to get your hands on some stuff for $50, you can't beat the price. But I just always love that every single time they have a mystery box, they always throw in all the items that they have heavily discounted, which I think is just freaking hilarious. Like, bitch, we see you. We know what you're doing. We're not stupid. But that's the whole fun of these. That's why I like doing it, because I'd rather, like I said, me waste my money and you not waste yours. So let me know what you guys think of this box. I posted about this on my community page, and so many of you guys were like, stay away. We're not buying any more ColourPop mystery boxes. You guys were so turned off by it. But I like opening them. I think they're fun. So with that said, guys, let me know your thoughts about this down below. But that is it for today's video. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video because I do have a review coming out on the infamous foundation. Maybe I'll get a nice fancy purse out of it. Who knows? But that's it for today's video, guys. With that said, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please be sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel, to R for the Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful ventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye. Already have, but I do pass them to, but I do give them away to, because I bought another ColourPop mystery boxes. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think I have over 100 brand new summer secret, but that's not the, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have like, I mean, at one point I did have over like 2, like, even if I were to do this at like full, wait, please tell me where. Okay, I get bamboozled every time.